What's up? Thanks for checking out my source code here. This is a Minecraft tutorial about a sugarcane, melon, pumpkin farm, all that good stuff. As you can see, it's in the background. But let's not waste any time. Let's check this farm out. This one I came up with my own. This isn't your typical farm, maximizing space and quantities, because let's face it, I mean, how much sugarcane or melon are you actually going to need? This is for those who want something nice in their home or their base. As you can see, stuff is happening. We got lights flashing. But you said this was a farm. It is. That's to tell me what's being harvested at what point in time. And as you can see, we got stuff going on. We got observers. We got the sugar cane. We got cascading water. More observers. This is melons or pumpkins, whatever you want there. It's all coming down into one hopper line and being collected. Now the cascading water serves two purposes. The reason it's there is one, it looks cool, and that's the main reason I put it in. But what I found out is it also serves a second purpose. It helps prevent loss of sugarcane. So if they pop off to the side, they don't get stuck. They come down the water and they get pushed out into the hoppers, which is good. Saves some sugarcane. Let's take a look at the design. This is the design. Again, like I said, you can have melon or pumpkin, and then you can have sugarcane. And whoa, not very much redstone. Actually, no redstone. So if you have water that comes through, you don't have to worry about broken parts. You know, losing stuff or stuff possibly getting deleted and lost. The only thing that's going to mess up is it may mess up the circuitry. You may have to rebuild it. Just because observers are kind of finicky when it comes to water. They update at a ridiculous pace. Your typical farm, like I said, is your typical flat or diagonal. This one helps with loss of items, you know, but typically they're built and stacked, and you got sugarcane upon sugarcane, and then it updates and cuts them periodically. That's nice, but that's a lot of redstone updates. It's a lot. You know, most farms typically have the whole tower updating or a single level updating periodically on its own. This gives each plant its own care, its own attention. Whatever it is. Chops it off and tosses it down. So you heard a lot of stuff going on. Let's take a look at it in action. Bam. Nice. The lights are irrelevant. You don't need the lights. You can shave off this layer and then steal this off and save yourself on your footprint. But like I said, I like it nice. I like seeing what's going on. Let's build this thing. You know, we got a little time. I'll show you how to build it. These are what you're going to need. You got 4 observers, 3 sticky pistons. Must be sticky pistons. The dirt for the farm, and then about 11 blocks. This is extra. Like I said, that's for the light. So you need 5 observers and a redstone lamp if you wanted a light flashing. And then whatever block you're going to use to light the farm: glowstone, pumpkins, torches, sea lanterns. And that's to light the actual plant. You also, of course, need water. So let's build this real quick. Build it right next to this. They cannot be built right next to each other, which is why it's not maximizing space. You can't have sugarcane just lined and dotted and then each one updated. And the reason you can't do that is because of the way I have it set up. This will ignite a piston. So if the piston is right here and this goes off, that piston is activated as well. And then it'll get, with an observer attached to it, you'll have all sorts of stuff going on, and it'll get locked in like an eternal loop. And we don't want an eternal loop. So, let's build this. Do not place the first observer. Place sticky piston. Sticky piston. Do not place that first observer. Do not place that. Don't place these blocks yet. We're going to come out here. We're going to place our next observer, looking into it. So that the pulse comes and it hits this sticky piston here. We're going to place a block on top of it. Block. This one's irrelevant. You don't need that, but we're using it for right now. Facing into it. It's going to update. going to update again. Alright, now we're going to place block, and like I said, this could be your light or whatever. I'm going to use a torch for now. And then our last observer will go out here, and the whole system will kick into gear, and you're good to go. That's pretty much it. Now, whatever you're putting here, you're going to put SugarCane, which is what I'm going to do. We're going to put some SugarCane here. Break this out. We'll get some water. I'm going to seal that up for now. And we'll place SugarCane. Now this farm's ready to go. Now, like I said, you don't need this, but if you want it, it can be put in. It can be added in. Place an observer, facing out, and good to go. Now it'll tell you when it's updating. And to help with light updates, lantern, or you can put a torch with some glass. Whatever you want. But that's it. That's done. Now it's ready to go. So now every time a SugarCane will grow, they'll chop it off and be good to go. And each individual block gets its own thing, gets its own update. So whenever it's farming, you don't have whole levels updating or whole farms updating. You have singular cells. And it's quite nice. Quite nice. You can just seal it, like I said, you can just seal it up and nice, but it does have to have a space in between the top. If you're stacking them on top of each other, there has to be that layer there to protect any extra connectivity, which would be from this block right here. When this updates, it's going to shoot a signal into this block, and if there was a piston right on top of it, that piston would, which would be this piston, would update and then kick the next farm, and it would go mad. And we don't want it to go mad. So yeah, that's the farm design. That's the farm design. And there it is. Nice, nice, nice. There went another one updating. We'll just update and update. Like I said, this is for those who like the nicer farms or want a nicer farm. I mean, you don't really need a whole lot of SugarCane or melons, just enough to get you by in survival. And this will take care of the redstone updates. You don't really have to worry about it. They only update whenever the particular plant itself updates, as you can see. So if the ticks were higher, we'll say this thing would start to go a little insane because it's constantly updating. But your normal harvest, you only harvest what needs to be harvested, and there's actually very, very little loss when it comes to SugarCane. I mean, you're going to lose it if it falls on top of itself, but there's nothing I can do about that. You'd have to break that particular one. Unless, you know, there's another design that I have. I don't have it on this map, but you'd have to use like a rail cart system underneath the plant itself. And you can make lossless ones, but this one just looks nice. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. This has been Source Code. Have a nice day.